This week include Campaign Fever has hit Wisconsin, an upcoming concert at UWL, and the Family Fun Weekend. Stay tuned, WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Ross, and a Campus Code Week in Review is next.
Performances next week in Valhalla. The evening's program. Thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Johnny Brennan.
And I'm Courtney Derwachter. Campaigning is in the air. With the November 6th election fastly approaching, Democratic politicians are stopping in cities all over the state of Wisconsin. Bill Clinton is scheduled to campaign for President Obama in Green Bay the same day Michelle Obama is stopping in both Racine and Wausau, Wisconsin. The last time Clinton made an appearance in the state of Wisconsin was shortly before Governor Scott Walker's re-election. Polls show that Obama has a very slim lead over Republican Mitt Romney in the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin is one out of roughly 9 states that continue to fight strongly over both candidates. Make sure you take the time on November 6th to vote for your candidate and let your voice be heard.
The Georgia native musician Kurt Scobie, known for his smooth melodies and heartfelt lyrics, will be on campus this Saturday, the 20th. Scobie has been performing his original music since 2008 and has since performed in over 400 shows across the nation. Compared to world-renowned acoustic artists such as Jason Mraz and Dave Matthews, Scobie infuses technical guitar riffs and beautiful imagery to give memorable performances. In his career, Scobie has performed with acts such as the Civil Wars and Montel Jordan. Scobie will perform at 7:30 p.m. this Saturday in the Valhalla Center. So if you are looking for a relaxed night filled with great acoustic guitar music, stop by and see Kurt Scobie's set. Tickets are on sale now, $5 for students and $7 for general admission. Now here's Katie Vega to tell you about the Family and Friend Weekend at UWL.
Thanks, Johnny. To kick off this year's Family and Friends Weekend, the UWL Recreation Center is hosting a Run with the Chancellor. The Run with the Chancellor is a free 5K run walk with an optional 10K fun run. Registration begins at 8:15 a.m. at the Clock Tower with race time at 9 a.m. Remember, this event is free, so bring your friends and family along to run with Chancellor Joe Gow. There are many other events taking place on campus this weekend during La Crosse's Friends and Family Weekend. On Friday night, the UWL Planetarium Album Encounters will feature Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon during a multimedia light and laser show. Showtimes are at 7 and 9 p.m. and the event is free for all UWL families. The UWL Theater Department is presenting the production Mirror of the Invisible World this weekend in the Tolan Theater in the Center for Arts. Productions will take place 7:30 p.m. on Friday and Saturday evening and at 2 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. Tickets are $14 for adults, $12 for seniors and non-UWL students, and $4 for UWL students. Another event taking place this weekend is a family brunch at Whitney. What better way to spend one last morning with your family than eating brunch on campus together? Brunch will be served on Sunday morning from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Whitney Dining Center. Cost is $8.85 per person, or students may use their meal plan. Now back to you, Johnny.
Thanks, Katie. Looking for a new place to study or get a... Well, Jade Cafe might be the best of both. We sent out Chelsea Hodgins and Mary Cohen to investigate what this new restaurant has to offer.
Probably walked past it on West Avenue a dozen times on your way to class, but have you ever given this new La Crosse hotspot a try? Jade Cafe, which opened at the end of August this year, is a privately owned cafe featuring everything from breakfast to lunch to your afternoon snack. With friendly service, this hangout offers a distinctly student-friendly feel.
Well, we're looking for around ages like 18 to 25 is what we're aiming for. We like the university crowd. We're right in the middle of it. Kind of have like a retro psychedelic feel here, so we want it to be laid back, free Wi-Fi, kind of just a vibey type of place we're trying to do here. And we have homemade soups here. Everything's made from scratch. Nothing's frozen. We try to have the freshest ingredients. As you probably see, I mean, we try to have some of the sandwiches named after the actual school halls, so everybody kind of feels part of it as well, you know, so they come in like, oh, there's our school, you know.
I really like the atmosphere. It's really big. It's an open space, which is really inviting. It's good. You can come here, study, come here and read. I came and got lunch with my friend the other day. It's really convenient. I live a couple blocks away, so it's a close by place. I can come get some coffee. It's great too because they've got a good menu. Burritos are delicious. So if you're here for a while, you can always grab some food. There's that option for you. Plus, you can't really go wrong with the ice cream yogurt bar that they got going on. It's always a good option to have.
Jade Cafe offers several flavors of frozen yogurt and 20 toppings, from cinnamon candies and trail mix to cookie dough and fruit. So the next time you walk by the Jade Cafe, you're invited to stop in. For WMCM TV, this has been Chelsea Hodgins and Mary Cohen.
Jade Cafe is located on West Avenue and Pine Street and is open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. A UWL assistant art professor will be showing his work at the Minneapolis Institute of Arts. Professor Binyad Shrestha will have an exhibit at the museum through December. The exhibit, titled Remnants and Rumination, opens tonight, October 18th at 7 p.m. The exhibit runs from October 18th through December 30th, and admission is free. Shrestha was a student in Nepal in the early 1990s, where he witnessed the revolution up close. He came to the United States in 2002 and began to pursue art. His art is centered on the power of violence and the negative consequences it may entail. He recently made a visit back to Nepal, where he interviewed many people that had personal connections to the Civil War. The interviews will be shown with his artwork. The Cooley Region Humane Society is in need of